Another thing that you can use with your watercolour paints is the glue. Now you should have some glue in your packs as well. So this will take a bit of patience because you need to let the glue dry, but I'll show you this. Something I quite like to do is to make a kind of a galaxy painting. So I'm just going to put my glue in. I'm using a cotton bud. If you don't have a cotton bud, it's okay. You can just use the end of your paintbrush, not the brushy end, but just the wooden end. If you use the brush end, it can get a bit clogged up with glue and then your brush is ruined. So try and use something else. So I'm just going to use the glue and I'm just going to paint quite a big, thick circle of glue here. So this is going to be like our moon. Okay. And then I'm going to do some smaller dots. Okay, so again, just touch quite gently, but you want the glue to be quite thick, like a little ball of glue. And do this all the way over the paper. Again, the thicker the paper, the better for this. Just show you using the end of the brush as well, just to give you an idea. So sometimes you can just sort of dot it on. That might be easier actually. Some up here. Dot it over. Now, just show this to you. So if you can see there, I hope you can see, your glue should be nice and thick, and then you just let that dry until it's completely dry, which might take you a few hours, or if possible, leave it overnight. So here's one that is dry. You'll know it's dry because the glue will be nice and shiny, but not wet at all. So it's up to you. You can either just keep it like this with your glue, or if you have a black crayon, you can do some drawing with it as well. So this will work a bit like the wax relief from before. So I'm just going to draw, I'm thinking of a kind of like a wintry night sky with a galaxy behind. So I'm just going to draw some trees, I think, again, really quick. You'll be taking your time, so yours will look much more like trees. A nice thick winter forest, I think. Okay. Now, that's just to give you an idea of it. I don't need to get bored watching me draw trees. So again, with some clean water, this time I'm going to put some water right the way over the paper. So it's going to go over those dots of glue that you've got. Okay. So this is why it's good to have quite thick paper, because it means that your paper won't rip and tear. Okay, I'll go over the crayons as well. Now, if you think of kind of the night sky or the galaxy, there will be some bits that will be lighter. So maybe we'll start with just some nice light blue. Lots of water on your brush, just a bit of the blue, and just kind of streak it on. Okay. And as you fade it up, it'll get fainter. And if you want to add more, go over bits and you'll get patches that are darker. Okay. A bit darker at the top here. Now we're going to mix in some different colours, so maybe some purple, because sometimes the sky and galaxies can have a bit purple. And just the same thing, just streak it on, using different amounts of water. Okay. some of this lovely midnight blue here as well. Do this down here where the trees are. So what will happen is when your picture is drying, though it looks a bit covered just now, you'll notice that where your glue circles are and your dots, they will stay white, and the colours behind will dry nice and strong. In fact, if you hold it, we've almost got the northern lights there because they're all kind of sort of smudging together. So that's quite a nice effect. Another thing you can try is just using salt that you might have in your house. It could be just a shaky salt. I'm just going to give it a wee squish over. And if you leave the salt to dry, then what happens is it dries up different parts of where the paint is, and you'll have a little kind of speckled, a sort of mottled effect. So that's another nice wee effect you can try as well. So again, just experiment. This is a kind of a night sky, but you could do the same with a sunset. You could use your reds and oranges and yellows, or you could do any kind of thing to make your own kind of your own sky. So show us what you make. Thanks.